Group of traditional guardians and they whip people.
Looks like something out of a fairy tale.
So this happened. They're not selling any alcohol. Let's go sit in our garden.
Alright guys, say goodbye to this Airbnb that we have loved. This is the view from our living room every day. But we're still very excited for this new place. We're gonna take you there right now.
So this happened. We just found out they're not selling any alcohol here. Is that it?
So pretty interesting. We just stopped at this little shop here on this road. It's just one and there's nothing else around. And then we think this sign right here, we think it says that you knock on here. We had to knock on this other door and she came maybe from her house to come to the store here. Guys, we just reached our new Airbnb. And look at our neighbors.
That's not a statue.
That is a llama. Alpaca. Look at this. Just staring at us.
Looks like something out of a fairy tale. Oh, never mind. Bye guys.
Here we are. And we're enclosed within this thing, so we have privacy and protection.
Safe and private. It's beautiful. It's like a little secret enchanted garden.
And look at our view, guys. All of Cusco right there. And this is home. All right, let's take a look. This is it.
Wow, this is so beautiful. Look at how modern it is. I get some good lighting from up here.
Ooh, little skylight or two.
Mr. Potatohead has a whole outdoor area. So we pretty much have a full kitchen underneath these cupboards. There's a microwave, freezer, fridge, hot plate right there. And the pots and pans are down here. Coffee maker for Alex.
Smoothie maker.
Ooh,
oh yeah.
Blender, toaster.
Can edit videos here. Wow, we have a little heater here. It looks like we can use a space heater. So the last Airbnb, it said that they had a heater, but then we asked if we could use it and where was it, and she said, oh, for the modest price of $15 US a night, we could use their little heater.
That's as much as we were paying per night at the Airbnb, so no thanks.
We have a little kitchen table here. Stylish lamp.
How do we turn it on?
Stylish decor. We have some plates and bowls and things in here. And welcome to the bedroom.
Wow, huge bed. Very
I don't know if you guys
cute.
can tell how big this bed is.
Look at the big TV. We're set.
What's this little side room here?
I don't even know what this is for. Looks like a little kid table.
Nice sink, bunch of toilet paper. And this is the most generous Airbnb host when it comes to toilet paper.
So that's the inside of our Airbnb, but the best part that we like is actually yet to come. It's the outside, so we'll show you right now.
Let's go outside.
We have this cute little table we can sit at in the mornings, and Alex can have his coffee, I can drink some tea.
Pet potato head.
Pet potato head. And we have access to a whole nother area too. Check it out.
So we have a little tiny house here, which I think is one of their other Airbnbs because they have like 5. And this whole open space of gardens. When you get to the top here, look at the view.
We're almost up as high as you can go.
Let's show you the rest of the garden.
So this whole area is fenced in.
The price was originally $60 for this place, and then we just asked for a discount because of quarantine and because we'll be staying for a while, and they gave it to us for $25. Hi. Good morning, guys. It's the first day in our new Airbnb. Look at this place. I'm gonna make some tea for Lindsay and some coffee for myself. We made a little spot for Mr. Potato Head here where he can sleep because we don't want him getting hair everywhere in here, so he stays right here. Don't attack anything. So somebody told me something very interesting that started happening yesterday. So there's a group of traditional guardians they call Pablitos. So they started patrolling the streets to help enforce the rules of quarantine because I guess people aren't really listening to the police, and so they need a little help. So they go out there with their traditional costume and whips, and they whip people that don't listen to them. So I'm not sure if they were just out there for a day or if they're gonna continue being out there, but we have to go out tomorrow and get some food. So if we happen to see them, I'm gonna show you guys what they're doing and what it looks like. And in other news, the markets that are open that people are going to for their food here in Peru, those have kind of become hotspots for COVID. And so the president of Peru sounds like he's gonna do something about that. He's already closed some in Lima, it sounds like, and now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do with the rest of them. They probably won't close them all because so many people count on those places to get all their food and also to make a living, but they're gonna probably put some more strict rules in place. So the San Blas market where we've been going, they've been increasingly putting more rope up, red lines and tape so you can't get close to anyone. They spray painted circles so that you have to stay 6 feet apart from everybody else. There are more and more sanitizing stations and sinks. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few weeks with all of that. You want to go outside, Potato Head?
Oh, do we go outside?
Alright, so we really lucked out with this place. The host was super nice and said that we could use their laundry room, which is amazing because we've been doing sink laundry for the last 3 months.
Wow, a full laundry room and all to ourselves.
Oh, let's go sit in our garden.
So guys, today is Sunday, and in Sunday in Peru, nobody's allowed to go out. So we're gonna film the rest of this video from here.
So even though it's Sunday and no one's allowed to go out, we kind of still get to go out because we have this huge gardening yard that we can just sit out and relax in.
Run around. Look at Potato Head all happy here on the lawn. He's protected from all the street dogs outside. Perfect segue to our next part. So most of you already know, but if you're new to the channel, you might not know that a stray dog followed us home about a month ago and we gave him a name. We named him Mr. Potato Head. He followed us home one day and he never left.
So he's been in every single one of our videos ever since he followed us home that day. And a lot of you have been commenting and asking how you can help out, if we're going to do any sort of GoFundMe, and we are going to do a GoFundMe page for him. But right now we're just trying to brainstorm about how much money we would need to get him back to the States, for his vaccinations, for a health certificate to get him neutered, for food, and maybe any other things that we're not thinking of. So if you guys have anything else that we're not factoring into the cost, please let us know. So the hard part with this is that we are in a different country right now. We're in Peru, and so to get his shots and any other cares that he may need, we're not really sure how much that's gonna cost.
So it's pretty difficult right now with the situation, being on lockdown, being in another country and all of that. So we're gonna have to figure out some of these costs, and so that's what we're about to do today, to give you guys kind of a range that we're thinking of. And we wanted to ask you guys if we've thought of everything. If we haven't thought of everything and there are some other costs associated, then let us know. We're going to be launching the GoFundMe pretty soon, but we want to do it right. We don't want to ask for too much. We don't want to ask for too little. We want to do what's right for Mr. Potato Head.
And we do know that Humane Society type of thing is an option, but we would ideally like to know who he's going to, because we've formed an attachment to him, so we want to make sure he's going to good people who are going to give him the right kind of home. So if we have any excess money left over from the GoFundMe that we've raised for Mr. Potato Head, we're brainstorming ideas of what we would do with it. We thought maybe the extra money could go towards other street dogs who are maybe injured, or we could help feed them. But we want to hear from you guys if you have any ideas of what we could do with any extra money, just in case we happen to get more than what he actually needs.
And we want to do this ourselves if possible, instead of just giving to an organization that might help. We want to actually be there. So if we're going to be feeding and helping the stray dogs, we're actually going to go out and find them and help them ourselves.
And we would film the experience to share it with you guys so you can see where your money is actually going.
Potato Head is so happy here. Look at this. He has all this place to explore. He's not in danger. He's completely safe. He has a lawn, big lawn. So since it's Sunday, we just have our yard here. We can't really go out, but look at our view. And it's just so quiet out there because everybody in the city is inside.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump into Q&A. The first question we have here is from Marilyn Toledo, and they say, looking forward to that live. Question, can you make your live on Friday or Saturday?
So Marilyn is referring to a live stream. We did a live stream on YouTube about a month ago, and people really liked it. We really liked it.
It was a lot of fun.
So you hang out there with us and have a drink, have some food, and just ask us questions, and we get to as many as we can, and we kind of just hang out for an hour or two. So yeah, we really want to do another one.
And now we're in an Airbnb that allows us to. The main reason we haven't yet is because our Wi-Fi was slow at the last place. So we've decided we're going to live stream with you guys this Friday at 12:34.
So 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's when we try to release our videos every couple days. So we thought it would be basically the same thing. You're just going to join us when you would join us for a video, but we'll actually be there to talk to you and answer your questions. So this Friday at 12:34.
Cusco time.
So join us for that. Bring a drink, bring some food, and hang out with us for an hour or two. Get your questions ready. We're going to answer as much as we can and just hang out with you guys.
And we have another question from Simona Troy. She asks, is there fish or seafood in Peru? Never seen you guys eating fish, and was just wondering if people over there eat fish.
Well, if you've noticed that, you've probably also noticed that we haven't really had much meat at all. And that's because for the majority of our time here, we only had one little grocery store that we were going to. And I mean the little grocery store, and it doesn't really carry meat.
I'll eat meat sometimes, but I'm not a huge meat eater, and Alex is not a big fish eater anyway.
I didn't like seafood my whole life. I haven't really eaten it my whole time growing up. I try to have it while I travel just to experience things, but...
All right, our next question is from Oscar Rios. He says, I have some friends that want to travel Cusco in the near future as soon as possible. They were actually planning for this May since last year. They want to know if you have any tips on how to get there, hotels, tours, or places, etc.
So on my other channel, Alexander Travelbum, I've turned that into like a how-to travel channel. So on there, for the last couple of years, I've been putting tips and tricks and how to travel, how to pack, how to travel certain places once I go there. So I usually do a really detailed video about how to do everything on that channel. So we're for sure gonna make videos from Cusco, from Peru, from different places. We'll give you tips and tricks, hacks, prices, and all the information that you need. So subscribe to that channel to see that, and we'll notify you guys when we put those videos out.
And since we've been in lockdown the whole time in Cusco, we don't have a ton of tips for Cusco in and of itself.
But after we get out of lockdown, we plan to spend a good amount of time in Cusco. We want to see what it has to offer, and we want to be able to put together those tips for you. So we'll probably be here for at least a couple weeks after lockdown lifts to travel and get all that info.
So we'll make a video, we just don't have the information right now to put it together, but we will eventually.
So we just switched places because my arm's hurting holding the camera the whole time.
Surprisingly enough, the camera actually gets really heavy and it's hard to hold.
Lindsay can't even do it for one full question.
No.
And I do it all day, every day.
You've probably developed muscles from it.
It's true.
All right, next question is from Ash G. She says, with being in a new relationship, y'all seem to be doing well together. Has it been an adjustment being in such close quarters, only being together a short time?
Not really. It's been pretty easy, actually. I think it could just be our personalities, or it could be, well, I don't really know what it is, but but it's been very easy being around each other all the time. We haven't really needed our space too much or anything.
Yeah, for the most part, we have similar interests, so that helps because we like to do the same things. And then if something's really important to Alex, I'll usually give in. If something's really important to me, he'll do it for me. So we kind of compromise when it's important to.
We're pretty giving. I think if you've been watching the videos, you see that I'll make her tea in the morning. I'll bring her things in bed, sometimes make dinner for her, but she'll also do the same thing for me, and she'll occasionally make coffee for me and bring it to me.
We alternate cooking meals.
Yeah,
I'll do sink laundry.
Yeah, she does laundry. If I'm really busy editing a video for hours, she will make dinner without asking. So I think it's just being nice to each other.
Next question is from Pedro Valenca. He says, what was your favorite Airbnb?
I'm assuming he means from this trip or even Peru. Not really sure what he means, but from this trip, my favorite was probably one from the beginning of our trip when we went to Bogota. Welcome to our Airbnb in Bogota, Colombia. Well, here are the main quarters. This is the living room.
And my favorite one from Cusco is probably our last place that had the amazing view. The actual Airbnb was just average, but the view made it go to that next level for me.
Unbeatable.
So, yeah, I will never forget that view.
All right, not sure if we're saying this one right, but this one is from Retire14 Pataya, who says, how long can you stay there without running out of money?
So before coming to travel on this trip, I had worked as a nurse for quite a while and saved up some money to allow me to travel for a few years.
I've been traveling for quite a while. I make money through YouTube and everything that goes along with it, so this is what I do anyway. So being stuck abroad and traveling, it's really no different than any other time for me, with the exception of it being quarantine and coronavirus time, and so people aren't really traveling, and so it has been a little harder because people aren't traveling so much. But I could probably continue doing this for an indefinite amount of time because it's already what I do. Alright, this question is from Lost on Land Again, who says, what was the most surprising to you, good and bad, about Peru? What did you not expect?
So the main thing that stands out to me about Cusco specifically, I don't know if this is an issue all around Peru or not, but it's the amount of street dogs that there are. I noticed it right when we got to Cusco. There's street dogs on every corner you walk. There's barking everywhere. That really stood out to me and surprised me.
And for me, but I think for both of us actually, we didn't know much about Peruvian food at all. We just don't hear about it too much in the US. And once we got here, we found out that Peru is actually known as a culinary destination. Peru has won awards and it's known for its cuisine. We had no idea.
Yeah.
And since we didn't get to travel here too much before lockdown, we really haven't been able to see that too much. So that was surprising. All right, so that's our Q&A. Please like this video, It really helps us out. Leave a comment or a question below. If you leave a question that you want to be answered on a Q&A like this, make sure you write Q&A before the question. And we will see you in the next video. Do you want postcards from around the world? Right now I am writing and drawing on postcards to my subscribers. If you want to join my Patreon, click the link below. You'll be supporting the channel and you'll be getting something pretty cool with a drawing from me. Hey, thanks for making it all the way through this video. If you want to watch more, click one of these videos. Subscribe because I'm traveling all around the world and I'm sharing the whole thing with you. Thanks.